tuning in. So a while back we began on a venture to seek to find the name for our church, and not long ago we came up with one name. Actually, it was my idea, and the idea was to call it Unleash Community Church. And so we were just about to register the website with this name and all our social media, but then we had the baptisms, and we were looking for quite a while for a spot to find it, and God provided for it in not very far from Swindon, in South Cernay, and literally at the doorstep of our beloved Lyndon, who so graciously opened his doors of his house, the doors of his house, and we these baptisms were officiated by Pastor James, and the baptisms were so amazing. You know, if you could actually look at the YouTube channel, it was the most viewed service of the whole year. And so there we are at the baptisms, and once again I cast that vision, you know, for our name. I said, hey guys, you know, we're thinking to call our church Unleash Community Church. And so, you know, we shopped this name with the young people in the community, and they loved it. They loved it. Then one day, after the baptisms, Deepa was just checking something, and she alerted me that I had an unread message by Pastor James. And when I checked on my phone, I looked at it, and he made a very gentle suggestion that why don't we name it the River Church or something the like. And he explained to me that when he was typing on his computer in preparations for the baptisms, he was typing the River Churn, which that's where the baptisms were. It was coming the River Church or River Church, and so he suggested, and he still suggested, that we use our instead of the name of the church, Unleash Community Church, we used this as a slogan, and we used Unleash to be like this: unleashing your God-given potential. He even gave us a text, and which is John 37 to 38. And so after this, I made once again another trip to Swindon town and speak again with the young people. And this time I had two names, one on one side and another on another side, and this is what I said: hey young people, you know, we want to choose a name for our church. You know, do you want us to call it Unleash Community Church, or shall we call it the River Church? And I couldn't believe it. You know, the idea that I had, Unleash Community Church, it didn't get any praise with the young people. Nobody voted for it. They 100% voted for the River Church, and so here I actually just gonna share with you some of the names of the young people who were there, who said yes to the River Church. These are Stephen Walters, 22, Jordan, 19, Molly, 17, Isabella, 23. All of these are students from the Swindon College, and some more. Lucy, 19, Amy, 20, Jack, 17, who recently turned 18. And so I was surprised, I must say, and I asked them, you said, look, can you tell me, why did you choose the River Church instead of the other one? And listen to this. This is the comments that they said. The River Church is short, it's snappy, sweet, stands out, and is memorable. This is what they said. And so, you know, thinking back of this name, you know, I just want to say this, that it's not about, you know, who gets the idea. It's just about the best idea for our church, the best idea to glorify God. This is the most important thing. It's not about who gets the idea. And at this time, we're just so privileged that it was by Pastor James Shepherd. And so, looking back and thinking, you know, reflecting and praying about this name, the River Church, I asked myself, what could it mean for me? And just thinking back, what I realized is that I feel like I'm not a river enough. I'm not a river enough. There's just so much more that I could give and bless more people. I could use my gifts more to bless more people. I could use my voice, to give more and to bless more people. And so that's kind of a thing that I'd love to do with this name. And what could it mean for you, friends? What could it mean for the young people? I think for us as Christians, definitely it could mean that we could use our gifts far more. And for the young people, could it be that they will get to know the one who has the rivers of flowing waters, they will thirst no more. They will come to find Jesus. And so as I'm wrapping up, I just want to say this once more, that could it be, that when Pastor James was typing on the computer, the River Churn, and it was coming the River Church, could it be that God was mysteriously leading us to this name? Could it be this the name that we might choose to be as the name for our church? And so maybe yes, but I'd like you to think about it and let us seize all the workings that God has for us within our lives. And so and you and I are the church. And so let's be a river. God bless.
There you go.
Well, hi friends. We just had the weirdest opportunity now to get live feedback of what should we name our church. Should it be Unleash Community Church or the River Church? Yeah. And we have here Swindon young people to just give us a wisdom what we should call it.
River Church.
Yeah,
River Church.
River Church.
The River Church. Okay, well thank you so much.